Self-respect means is you will distance yourself. You will detach yourself from people who doesn't respect you. Instead na umikot yung buhay nila sa negativity, sana natututo sila. Yes, good day to you guys and welcome to another episode of Principles by MJ Lopez. Here in this podcast, we will talk about life, business, career, leadership, and success principles that you can use to manifest and create the life that you want. And today, we will focus on success principles, my own personal principles in life na nagamit ko. Bakit nandito ako ngayon sa harapan nyo? The principles in life na dala-dala ko hanggang ngayon, which helped me manifest the life that I want, the main reason why I'm living my dream life right now, and the reason why my business is not just growing, but also sustainable at the same time. So I'm gonna share with you my top 5 rules for success. Ano yung mga rules sa buhay na ina-apply ko hanggang ngayon. And mind you, this will help you become successful, achieve your goals and dreams, become a person of value, and more importantly, build your character so you can sustain the success that you will have or you already have right now. So let's jump in. Rule number 1. Respect everyone, but respect yourself first. Anong ibig sabihin? Noong nagsisimula pa lang ako magnegosyo, isa sa pinaka naaalala kong laging sinasabi sa akin ng nanay ko, which is my main mentor, kauna-unahang nagturo sa akin ng negosyo, and the main reason why I earned my first million is her teachings, is the process I learned from her. Lahat ng bagay na natutunan ko sa kanya, yun yung dala-dala ko hanggang ngayon, at yun yung nagdala sa akin sa first million ko. And she is always telling me to respect everyone. Now, nung una, hindi ko siya masyadong maintindihan kasi alam naman natin, hindi lahat ng tao may respeto sa'yo. So, paano mo irerespeto yung mga taong walang respeto sa'yo? O paano mo irerespeto yung mga taong hindi mo naman kilala? But she kept on telling me that kailangan mong irespeto yung tao sa paligid mo kasi kung nakikita mo yung sarili mo na magiging sobrang malaking negosyante, o nakikita mo yung sarili mo, na-visualize mo yung sarili mo that you will eventually become big at lalaki yung negosyo mo ng sobrang laki, lahat ng tao sa paligid mo, kliyente. Lahat ng tao sa paligid mo, future customers. So if you think about it, kahit anong antas niyan sa buhay niyan, pag lahat ng taong namimit mo, nire-respeto mo, at nagkapera yan, either malalapitan mo yan, or kung may negosyo ka, mabebentahan mo yan. Kasi laging sinasabi sa akin ng nanay ko, what if sumikat ka? What if maging sikat kang negosyante? What if maging big boss ka? Marami kang empleyado? What if ma-interview ka sa TV, which is nangyayari na ngayon. Yeah! And I think this principle led me to where I am today. So lagi lang sinasabi sa akin, kung sisikat ka MJ, kung sisikat ka Mac, kasi Mac ang palayaw ko before, imagine mo kung hindi maganda trato mo sa tricycle driver at napanood ka niya sa TV, anong sasabihin niya? Yan yung masama yung ugali, yan yung tiga dito sa Mamatit, yan yung tiga dito sa Kabuyaw na mayabang. Tapos nagkakotse ka, yung gasoline boy, binabastos mo. At nakita ka nun sa TV. O kaya, talking about the micro, umuulan, tas kailangan mong pahanginan yung gulong mo. Pero tandang-tanda nila kotse mo, bastos kang kausap, hindi ka ayos na kliyente. Sa tingin mo, magkukusa silang hanginan yung gulong mo, naulan? O hahayaan na lang bumaba ka at mabasa ka, ikaw mismo maghangin ng gulong mo. Halimbawa, wala kang respeto sa waiter. Paano kung babuyan yan yung pagkain mo? Paano kung pagtripang ka niyan? And then I realized, lagi rin sinasabi sa mga libro, sa mga videos, that respect begets respect. Yes, hindi natin sila kilala. Hindi ko sila kilala. Pero walang masama kung ere-respeto ko muna sila. Kasi kung ako yung mauunang magbigay, there's a huge chance that the respect will reciprocate. At hindi man nila ibalik, doon na papasok yung respect yourself first. Ibig sabihin, pag hindi nila binalik, you don't have to talk to them again. Doesn't mean kailangan mo silang i-disrespect. Doesn't mean kailangan mong gumawa ng mali sa ibang tao. Doesn't mean gagayahin mo yung ugali nila. But respecting yourself means that you stay away from these people so that your respect towards yourself will be intact. And self-respect means hindi mo sila gagayahin. Hindi ka gaganti. Hindi ka gagawa ng masama kagaya nung ginawa nila sa'yo. For me, that's self-respect. So kung papalawakin natin to, grabe. Kasi, simula nung nagsimula akong magnegosyo, hanggang ngayon, grabe respeto ko sa mga tao sa paligid ko. Nung mga panahong hindi ko pa kaya mag-tip, lagi ako nagtithank you sa mga waiter, sa mga gasoline boy. So, ang nangyayari, kahit hindi pa ako sobrang yaman, at least, yung ngitian lang namin, parang magtotropa kami. Maganda yung energy. And at some point, they will be excited to serve me. Tumating sa point na, because of that respect, I was able to build relationships sa mga restaurants na kinakainan ko. Tapos ang ginagawa ko, nagkakreate ako ng impact. Talagang ginagalingan ko yung pagrespeto sa kanila, pakikipag-communicate sa kanila, pangangamusta sa mga waiters. At dumadating sa point na, syempre, paborito ko na yung mga place, diba? Kung saan ako normally kumakain. At doon ako magdadala ng prospects, clients, and customers. So what's happening is, since good energy sa place, nare-respeto ko silang lahat, masaya sila, na nandun ako. And since minsan, obvious na nagko-close ako ng deal, kakampi ko ngayon sila. Ang ganda ngayon ng energy. And guess what? Nararamdaman yun ng customer mo, ng kliyente mo, ng prospect mo. So sa mga restaurants na pinupuntahan ko, I was able to build this relationship. Kaya pag nagdadala ko ng kliyente, close deal. So because of that, lumaki yung negosyo, nagkakapera na ako. Nagkapera na ako, natuto ako mag-tip, mamigay, mag-contribute. And related yan sa rule number 2. But bottom line, since I respect everyone, I respect them, minsan pag dumadating ako doon sa mga pinupuntahan ko lagi, akala nung prospect ng mga kasama ko, ako yung may-ari ng restaurant. Sobrang saya. Sobrang ganda ng energy at taas ng respeto. Now, let's talk about respecting yourself. Respecting yourself first means hindi mo dadalhin yung sarili mo sa lugar na alam mong hindi ka irerespeto. Again, self-respect doesn't mean kung tarantado sila, ganun ka rin. Hindi ganun. Kung may ginawa silang mali, gaganti ka. Hindi ganun. Self-respect means is you will distance yourself. You will detach yourself from people who doesn't respect you, who doesn't appreciate you, who doesn't value you. Self-respect means saying no to things unrelated to your goals and dreams. One major example, para hindi kayo malito, is halimbawa, may tropa kang nagaya. Respect doesn't mean kailangan mong umuo. No. Because for me, respect means I'm gonna be honest with you. Ayoko kasi, nayayayain niyo ako sa inuman, tas hindi ko naman talaga gusto. Maliban sa hindi ako mag-enjoy, hindi ako nakafocus, hindi ako 100%, ayoko talaga siyang gawin. So that's me respecting my tropa na sasabihin ko yung totoo, ayoko. And self-respect also means that I'm gonna say no to things na hindi ko gusto at hindi naman related sa goals ko. Now, ang walang respeto, kung yung tropa mo is hindi mo na lang re-replyan. Basta-basta mo na lang hindi isi-seen or whatever. You can actually communicate with them. And tell them honestly, pass muna ako sa inom, nakafocus ako sa goals ko, hayaan nyo, pag sobrang yaman ko na, sagot ko, inuman nyo. And dumadating pa nga sa point minsan na nagpapadala ako sa kanila ng alak kahit hindi ako kasama. Nag-aambag ako kahit hindi ako kasama. Dati, ganun. But the point is very simple. You respect yourself first. If it's a no to you, it's a no. So you have to say yes to yourself first before you say yes to other people. Another thing when it comes to respect, malawak to. Kliyente mo. You respect their time. Meaning, dapat on time ka. Apart from that, respecting yourself also means that you're not gonna allow yourself to be late because you won't feel good if you're always late. You will always feel bad about yourself. Self-respect also means that you're gonna dress properly. Dress the best you can. And it's not just about magmukha kang mayaman o magyabang ka. No, that's respect. I respect myself so much. Haharap ako sa kliyente ko the best I can. Prepared. Naligo. naggupit ng kuko, mabango, proper haircut, appropriate yung damit. And apart from self-respect, haharap ako sa kanyang okay, haharap ako sa kanyang maayos kasi nire-respeto ko siya. Let's cut the bullshit. If you are in sales, you have to dress appropriately. If hindi ka pa mayaman, you have to dress appropriately kasi you are in the process. Sabihin ng iba, yung mga mayayaman nga, simple damit eh. Sobrang yaman na nun eh. Baka tapos na yun sa hustle nila. They can actually get away with it. Pero diba, mas okay naman yung mayaman ka na nga, maayos ka pa manamit. Di ko naman sinabing mahal yung damit. Pwedeng maayos. At pag marami ka ng pera, it doesn't matter kung branded yung damit mo. Kasi napag-usapan natin yan sa isang podcast episode na meron pang tinatawag na silent luxury. Na hindi alam ng tao kung mahal kasi walang brand. Pero ubod pala ng mahal. But it doesn't matter. Self-respect means that you're gonna walk the talk and look the fucking talk. Especially kung nagsisimula ka palang magnegosyo. And very important sa branding mo, yung pananamit and how you carry yourself. Yung composure mo. So that's rule number 1. Respect everyone, but respect yourself first. Rule number 2. Focus on making the lives of other people better. Which means that you should focus on creating value. Now, at some point in our career, nahulog tayo sa thinking na ginagawa ko to for the profit. Nagnenegosyo ako for the profit. Nonsense nga naman yung negosyo mo kung walang kita. E di sana nagtayo ka na lang ng charity, di ba? I understand that. I perfectly understand that most of us, especially kung galing tayo sa hirap, we start our business thinking about income, thinking about profit, thinking about magkano yung kikitain natin. Kasi aminin na natin, if money motivates you, money motivates you. It is what it is. It is not wrong. It is not right. It is what it is. So the point is very simple. So as you move forward in your business, in your career, in your development, when you grow as a person, you will then realize that focusing on value, focusing on making the lives of other people better, especially as an entrepreneur, will give you more profit, will make your business more sustainable, and it will actually make you happier. You will feel good. Kasi, if you focus too much on the profit, the automatic behaviors, the patterns, the decisions will revolve around money. Now, if you think about that, at pag sumobra yan, ang nangyayari, ang nasa isip mo lang is tubo income. Okay yan, profitable yung business mo. Pero what if kailangan mo na mag-innovate? What if kailangan na ng improvement? Especially right now, that the world is changing really fast. Matindi ang laban sa marketing, sa branding. Ang daming new technologies. Ang daming new way to do things. Ang daming way to actually generate more funds. Pero dahil nakafocus ka sa pera at sa tubo, sa margin mo, yung iba hindi naglalaan ng budget sa marketing. Yung iba hindi naglalaan ng budget sa quality ng products. Yung iba hindi naglalaan ng budget sa creatives. Yung iba hindi naglalaan ng budget sa branding. Kasi ang budget laging nakafocus sa paano lalaki yung tubo, paano lalaki yung income, lalong bababa yung sales mo. Babagsak yung branding mo. Babagsak yung marketing mo. And chances are, yung quality ng products mo kung hindi man nag-grow, mapag-iiwanan, baka bumabagsak din yung quality kasi nagtataas ng presyo yung mga bilihin ngayon. Yung mga raw materials, tumataas yung gas. So pag nakafocus ka sa pagtitipid, mako-compromise lahat ng mahahalagang aspects ng business mo. But if you focus on making the lives of other people better, let's say you are able to develop a product na sure na makakatulong sa mga tao. And then, ang utak mo, growth. Improve. It's always making things better. Especially for the client, for the customers. Ano mangyayari? The clients, the customers will fall in love with the service and the product. So, marketing-wise, pag narating ng marketing itong mga taong to at naservisyohan ng tama, automatic, they will become loyal customers. And that's what we want. So, every time we get new customers, nadadagdagan siya kasi we can sustain all of them. Because we are focused on making their lives better. Imagine, you are a content creator. Ang saya, ang sarap ng buhay mo kung ang focus mo tumulong talaga sa mga tao. Kahit sabihin na natin, i-bash ka, awayin ka, you don't care. Because you know yourself that you are helping other people, that you are there, not for the clout, but for the contribution. At may mga taong makaka-recognize nun. People will thank you. People will be grateful. People will appreciate that. And more importantly, you will appreciate yourself because alam mo sa sarili mo that you are doing the right thing. You know yourself na lahat ng ginagawa mo centralized on helping people. Another thing is when you focused on making the lives of other people better, when you focus on value, hindi ka takot ma-reject. Hindi ka masyadong nasasaktan sa rejection kasi alam mo na may value yung binibenta mo. Think about it. May hawak ka, for example, 10,000. Nilagay mo sa sobre. Tapos pinamigay mo sa kalsada. Para po sa inyo, di ba? Pag merong nang reject, nakakatawa. Kasi alam mo na ang laman ng sobre, pera. Something of value. Isipin mo, tatanggapin lang nila, kukunin lang nila sana. May 1,000 sila, may pera sila. Pero, na-reject nila yon. Same goes, when you have a service and you have a product na sure kang sobrang valuable. So, wala kang pakialam kung i-reject ka nila. Actually, matatawa ka pa nga kasi sayang, hindi nila na-experience yung product ko. Even pag may hater ako, ganito attitude ko. Sayang, hindi nila mag-gets. Sayang, hindi nila mag-gets yung sinasabi ko. Di sana, hindi sila hater. Di sana, hindi miserable buhay nila. Di sana, hindi nila kailangan gumawa ng dummy account. And maybe they can actually use their time wisely instead na i-hate ako. Instead na mag-comment ng masama. Instead na umikot yung buhay nila sa negativity, sana natututo sila. So, hindi ako nagagalit kasi alam ko yung value ng ginagawa ko. And I'm giving this for free. And that's also a form of self-respect. Na kapag may hater, sobrang negative, hindi ka papatol. Because that's me respecting myself. And also, that's me focused on making the lives of other people better. Rule number 3. Celebrate all the wins, including the small ones. Now, alam ko, lahat tayo may standards, especially as we become more successful in life. But there will be times that because of a certain standard, nakakalimutan na nating i-celebrate yung maliliit na bagay na nagagawa natin. And in that pattern, baka mahulog tayo sa trap na hindi na tayo grateful sa mga maliliit na bagay. Kaya hindi na natin ma-achieve yung malalaking bagay. And this is also the main reason why napapagod tayo, nauubos tayo, at nababurnout tayo. So, nothing wrong with having high standards. Dapat naman talaga mataas ang standard mo. Pero hindi porket mataas ang standard mo, hindi mo na isa-celebrate yung maliliit na wins mo. Acknowledge it. Celebrate it. Appreciate it. Kasi tandaan mo, doon ka rin galing. At bago ka makarating sa ganitong level, dito ka galing. Remember, na nung nagsisimula pa lang tayo, yung 1 benta, 2 benta, 5 benta, masaya na tayo eh. Kung content creator ka, nadagdagan ng 5 followers, masaya ka na eh. Nung nagsisimula ka, may natapos ka, masaya ka na eh. Ngayon, kailangan may mangyaring grabe bago ka maging masaya. Hindi ko naman sinabing kumampantik eh. I didn't say be complacent. I didn't say stop after a small win. I said celebrate it, appreciate it, acknowledge it, and use the small wins as fuel to do more. Because the small wins will be a reminder of where you came from and a reminder na kaya mo. Na kapag pinagpatong-patong mo yung maliliit na wins, baka yun yung tumulong sa'yo. At yun yung maging dahilan para makuha mo yung malalaking wins sa buhay mo. Sakit kasi yan ng mga negosyante. Sakit yan ng mga successful daw. So ako, I'm also guilty of this. Siguro, isa sa rule ko kasi sa buhay yung always get things done, tapusin mo yung mga dapat mong tapusin. Pero ito yung counterpart nun eh. Kasi tama yon, tapusin mo yung mga dapat mong tapusin. Tama yon na mataas yung standard mo. Pero wag mong kalimutan na may mga nagagawa kang maganda. Wag mong kalimutan na may mga natatapos ka. Kasi I'm guilty of this. Kasi honestly, ito yung sakit ko. I was always too hard on myself. Nothing wrong with that. It is what it is. Pero kasi nakakapagod din eh. And then na-realize ko sa buhay ko na kung meron ka palang gustong gawin, marami kang kailangang gawin, marami kang dapat tapusin, marami kang trabaho, mataas yung goals mo, makakatulong pala kung i-acknowledge mo yung mga bagay na natapos mo na, nagawa mo na. Nakakadagdag pala sa energy yung thinking and feeling na, teka, nasimulan ko na eh. May progress na ako eh. Teka, ang layo na pala ng narating ko. Teka, dati pag nadagdagan ako ng 5, 10, 20 followers, sobrang saya ko na. Ngayon, 100,000 per month. Mas stress pa ba ako? Malungkot pa ba ako? Nothing wrong with aiming high. But acknowledge all the good things in your life. Kasi lagi ko nga sinasabi, di ba? The foundation for all abundance in your life will always come from being grateful for the things that you already have. It's all about acknowledgements and appreciation. And that's a rule. Celebrate the wins, including the small ones. Rule number 4, always keep your word. Tumupad ka sa usapan. And I can still remember na for more than a decade, kahit hindi pa binabayaran yung mentoring ko, coaching ko, speaking engagements ko, lagi akong tumutupad sa usapan. Tapos, balikan natin yung number 1, laging may respeto sa mga tao. Tapos, lagi rin akong focused on making the lives of other people better. Lagi akong focus sa whatever it takes, tutupad ako sa usapan. Because I have this belief that if I act as if I'm already paid millions of money sa lahat ng speaking engagements ko, time will come na mangyayari at mangyayari siya. I have this firm belief that if I always do my best and always keep my word, as if my word is worth millions, time will come. Magiging million nga yung value nun. And yes, it's happening right now. Simply because 16 years ago, hanggang ngayon, tumutupad sa usapan. Now, I'm not saying I'm perfect. Nalilit din ako. Nagkakaproblema din, nahihirapan din. Pero I do everything in my power. I do whatever it takes to keep my word. Because for me, kahit dati pa, my word is worth millions. So ngayon, ito na yung bagong goal. My word is worth billions. Yun na yung paninindigan ko ngayon. Always keep your word. And rule number 5, don't sleep unless you win. So this is related to getting things done. This is related to my standards. At ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo na sometimes hard ako sa sarili ko. Pero nakarating ako kung nasan ako ngayon dahil dito sa prinsipyo na to. Dahil sa rule na hindi ako matutulog ng talunan. Now, way back when I started doing this, sobrang hirap, sobrang bigat, sobrang grabe, at sobrang hard sa sarili to the point na nababurn out na ako sa sarili kong goal. And then later on, I was able to develop a system and structure where I can win without being too hard on myself. Kasi kailangan alam mo kung ano yung nagpapasaya sa'yo. Alam mo kung ano yung makakatulong sa'yo para manalo ka. Kasi ganito yan eh. We overestimate what we can do in 3 months, but underestimate what we can do in 3 years. Ang daming gustong magpapaya 3 months lang. Pero hindi nila alam that they can be healthier, more aesthetic, stronger, kung gagawin nilang lifestyle for 3 years yon at magiging habit na nila yon. Ang daming gusto maging milyonaryo ng 3 months. Pero kung susundan mo at dadaanan mo yung proseso, kahit matagal, ang mahalaga, kaya mong ulitin at sustainable siya. A lot of people minamadali yung pagsikat sa social media, kaya nagkakamali sila ng decision making. Without realizing that you can build a better brand, you can help more people, you can reach more people kung magiging consistent ka sa value na kaya mong ibigay sa mga tao. In your career, ganun din. Pero, you can actually win your year if you win your months. And you can win your months if you can win every week. And winning your week means winning every day. And winning is as simple as starting. Winning can be as simple as creating content. Because winning doesn't mean that you are focused on results, that you are too focused on money. Winning means that you are able to do what you have to do, that you are able to get things done. Winning for me means na yung mga bagay na alam mong dapat mong gawin, kaya mong gawin, pwede mong gawin, is gagawin mo every day. The things that you know you must do, that you know that you can do, the things that you know that you should do, and you can actually do it. You have the capacity to do it. Kailangan mo lang siyang gawin every day. Again, you don't have to be too hard on yourself. Pero huwag kang papayag na matutulog kang talo. Kasi kapag nakasanayan mo yan, gigising kang talo. Mabuti sana kung pagising mo, laban ulit. Paano kung hindi? Paano kung nagawa ko naman eh? Paano kung sabihin mo sa sarili mo na, Kagabi nga, tinulog ko na lang. Tulog ko na lang ulit. Tapos pag natalo ka, tulog na lang ulit. Hanggang sa ang gagawin mo, ang magiging normal behavior mo, tuwing matatalo ka, tuwing hindi okay, itutulog mo na lang. At pag naging habit yan, magpo-procrastinate ka na lang, hanggang sa hindi mo namamalayan, dumipas na yung taon, wala ka pa rin resulta. Hindi mo pa rin nakukuha yung mga bagay na gusto mo. Hindi ka pa rin nakakausad, and then you will feel bad about yourself. And when that happens, lalo kang mahihirapang mag-take ng action. Lalo kang mahihirapang makarecover. Pero kung sasanayin mo yung sarili mo na panalo, whatever it takes, kahit sabihin na natin maliit lang yung panalo, panalo pa rin. Kahit sabihin na natin na hindi masyadong marami yung benta, pero alam mo sa sarili mong ginawa mo yung best mo, panalo pa rin. One major example is, nung nag-start pa lang ako mag-network marketing way back, pag wala akong benta, ang ginagawa ko, pumupunta ako sa office, naghahanap ako ng cross-line ko na demotivated. Yung low moral. Kasi wala pa akong grupo eh. Wala pa akong sariling grupo. Sino yung motivate ko? Tapos yung low moral, gagawin ko yung best ko na matulungan siya at maturuan siya. Nag-benefit siya, yes. Nag-benefit din ako. Napag-practicean ko siya. So kahit mali-mali yung pang-motivate ko, so kahit mali-mali yung sinasabi ko pang-motivate ko, doon ako gumaling. Kasi everyday, hindi ako pumapayag na, uy, wala akong benta. Teka, kailangan may ma-motivate ako. Kailangan may masolve akong problema. Kailangan may matapos ako ngayon. At yun ang nagpagaling sa akin as a speaker. Dumating sa point na because of that attitude, nung dumating yung grupo ko, prepared ako ngayon. Prepared ako mag-mentor. Prepared ako mag-coach. Prepared ako mag-motivate. Kasi na-motivate ko ng lahat ng tao sa office eh. Yung pa kayang grupo ko, hindi. So dumating yung time, naging habit ko yun. Hanggang sa gumaling ako mag-coach. Dumating sa point na pati halaman, binibentahan ko. Pati paso, kausap ko. Just for the sake of being able to improve and do something. And since naging habit ko siya, sarap lang na everyday, I know how to win. Because I have a winning attitude and a winning pattern. And it's a rule for me. So ang akin guys, lahat ng rules na to, nasa sa inyo kung i-apply nyo sa buhay nyo at gagamitin nyo rin. But the purpose of this is to share with you my own personal rules in life, rules for success, na nagdala sa akin kung nasan ako ngayon. Na nagdala sa mga mini-mentor ko kung nasan sila ngayon. Na nakatulong sa mga kliyente ko, na nakatulong sa buong worldwide entrepreneurs, MJ Lopez Media, MJ Lopez Life and Business. And if you want to learn more and if you find value in this, please share this. Please support us. Please subscribe sa ating YouTube channel. Tapos i-click mo yung notification button because it will help us a lot and we will actually appreciate it. Because we are doing our best to create massive value with you guys. And gagalingan pa namin, especially pag dumami kayong mga subscribers natin. Ngayon pa nga lang na hindi pa masyadong marami, ginagalingan na natin eh. Paano pa kaya pag dumami na, di ba? And of course, sa Spotify, please give us a 5-star rating because we are now dedicated, again, to upload episodes every Sundays. Promise yan, guys. Again, tumupad lagi sa usapan. So, simula ngayon, we are committed, again, to share with you value every week sa ating Spotify and sa ating YouTube. Every week may vlog at every week may podcast. So, dalawa ang uploads natin every week and every day nag-upload pa tayo ng shorts. Now, sa Facebook, doon natin ina-upload lahat. So, like nyo rin, follow nyo rin, mag-comment kayo. Please share your takeaways. And more importantly, please invite more people to subscribe and to watch our videos. Kasi kung nakatulong to sa'yo, malamang makakatulong din to sa ibang tao. And with that, this is the end of the episode. And always remember that everything good starts with a yes. And yes, my name is MJ Lopez and see you soon.